Hello, and welcome to another episode of Card Survival Tropical Island video. The Niemer here. I would like to welcome all you wonderful YouTube people into a discussion video. Yay! Let's talk about the meta knowledge needed to win this game, right? Let's play it as well. Okay, so here we have our FenrisLycaon, the tourist. We are doing really well now. So I would like to use this opportunity, this video, to talk a little bit about about this really complicated topic, which is like some people, and I kind of agree with them, say that you need a lot of knowledge in this game in order to do well. So this starts from like some kind of little bit trivial things, like knowing how to not get in trouble by like not fighting boars, not fighting lizards, not exploring the shipwreck. Things like, oh, we got plenty of oil, steel and water and a stove. Okay, well, I need a nap, so let's turn this thing off and let's go to sleep. I think we can do the shield next, probably a good idea, right? But let's sleep first because I am sleeping. Well, not on a chair though. There we go. So it's really hard for like a new player to know that if they explore the shipwreck, they might get wrecked. Right? Or should I say So it's like you can get a very hard laceration there. So, and that can be a pretty much of a run ender, right? Because well, if early on you get a laceration, it's like game over. That's one example. Then we got another example. It's a lovely boar. So if you all go Robert Baratheon and get a laceration from the boar and you're not ready to deal with it, well, that can end the run as well. Lizard wounds are pretty nasty as well. They also reduce movement speed, so that can be horrible. And there's also palm tree climbing. You would think something as simple and how should I say, sincere, honest. I don't know, I'm looking for a word here. But something so, you know, nice and potentially, how should I say, when a kid does something, right? Like something pure, simple, like climbing a palm tree definitely would not be very dangerous, right? Well, you don't really get a lot of hunger from the snake grass. What are we even eating these days? It seems like we are totally devoid of food. I think we are like eating fish, right? Let's go and check out if you have any bananas. But yeah, you would not think something like climbing a palm tree would get you in trouble, right? Well, turns out climbing is pretty dangerous in this game. So if lucky, you're gonna end up with a small bruise or a small laceration, something like that. If unlucky, you're gonna end up with a fractured arm or leg, and that's gonna hinder your ability to play the game by a lot. Oh, we built another reservoir now, I remember. Okay, cool. Well, I'm a little bit hungry, and I don't like to be hungry, and I saw some banana trees with a corner of my eye, so we're gonna grab some here. So this has been a discussion for a long time now, right? Like, what's the solution to this situation? So you like have like a new player or like an average experienced player, somebody who did not have a chance to fully explore the game and find out about it yet, saying that, well, you need meta knowledge to survive it and win. What does that mean? That means you need to know knowledge outside of the game, and that also includes actually playing like a previous run. So you need to like die, quote unquote, from something so you can avoid it in the next playthrough. Now, this is something that's very common in like roguelites and roguelikes both. The only difference is in roguelites you unlock things. So this game would mostly be like a roguelite actually, if you would go like through that logic. Do we have a fishing spear? I think we have 3 fishing spears right now. So I almost made another one here, but then I was remembered we have a lot, right? Yeah, let's go catch some fish and then maybe we can make some proper food. We're gonna be making probably fish and chips, to be honest here. Yeah, that looks good. How are we doing with salt? It's okay. So, some people that think that's good, some people think that's bad. I think this game might actually gain something from not being meta knowledge dependent. Because runs in this game are pretty long, so dying on like day 20, 30, and 40, it's painful. Yes, you learn a lot, and next time you can like not repeat your mistake and flourish. However, I sympathize with people who claim that it's very painful and it seems a little bit unfair if you die relatively late in the playthrough, and I agree with that. So, how do we fix this? Well, first of all, we have to keep in mind that developers, the very, very hardworking developers of this game, have like kind of their own vision for this game, how this game should be and what it should become. So whatever solution we propose here should like at least appreciate that, right? So one of their visions is for this game to be full of wonder, to be like full of things that you do not know in advance what's gonna happen. So, for example, if we go to Rogues, did we even explore the shipwreck yet, right? We didn't. But let's say we did, like, if the game would say shipwreck and then like, dangerous, don't do it, right? That kind of removes the sense of wonder. You're like, oh, it's a shipwreck. I wonder what I can find if I explore it. And then you explore it and then you find something cool, right? And then you explore it again, you get something cool. And you're like, yeah, this is the best place ever. And for whatever reason, you do it later. And then you get laceration and you're totally unprepared for it and you die. Now, one might think that when you explore the shipwreck, it might be a dangerous place, and they would guess, so maybe they don't do it. So I'm using this example, but it's the same with like climbing palm trees and going for the boars. You're like, this is a game, okay, so we got an option to climb a palm tree, let's do it. What can possibly go wrong, right? Well, here comes the problem. A lot can go wrong. So, like I usually do, I made a big post on Steam forums, trying to like talking a little bit about this thing and trying to like suggest some ways that this can maybe be remedied, right? Okay, let's put that there. We're not gonna eat fish scraps, right? Well, we can use those for planting actually. So let's put that in there. Right. So, what can be done? That's the question. So, I made a Steam forum post giving some suggestions. Obviously, like, they're not ideal. They have ups and downs. Like, the starting condition that the vision of developers should be respected. It's kind of hard to be fulfilled. Okay, we got a fish trap. Okay, I wanted to make one. But that's not gonna be so simple. I need some cords for it. I mean, we can make some cords, that's no problem. By the way, we have a sunburn. Sunburns in this game, you can walk around naked, not worry too much. I mean, it's gonna hurt, it's gonna lower your morale, but don't worry too much about it. So yeah, I made a huge forum post, and I wonder how people feel about it, and I would be very happy if we get some feedback on it. A palm tree, hello there, my old friend. We love palm trees. Okay, this thing is getting out of hand though, so maybe I should not be so lax about it. Okay, we're gonna need that for sure. But this is like the worst case ever, where I totally ignored it for a long time. Right, a long topic, and I have like a lot of ideas. Oh really? Severe sunburns cause minor burns? I actually did not know that. So apparently never ever in this game did my sunburn reach this point, because I had no idea you can get minor burns other than having sun allergy. See, even after 400 hours in this game, I'm still learning new things. And this is like interesting, because this is in a way something that I'm talking about here, right? So this game, like, you need this sense of wonder, exploration, finding new things out, right? So this is like one of the new things. So now I know I should never let this thing come so far, because it's gonna be painful, very, very painful actually. Anyhow, let's go back. Now, hopefully we have some aloe vera around, and we do. So we'll be able to remedy the situation. Okay, but see, this is the reason why you can mostly ignore it, right? So now it's dark and we are in the deep jungle and thing is already going down by itself, right? So no worry, no foul, right? So one of the least dangerous things in the game, the sunburn. Well, obviously, like, if you have no shelter, and if you get it like in the morning, and if it doesn't heal until the next day, you're gonna need to slow down a bit, but it's gonna be okay. But anyhow, back to the topic. So the suggestions. So I have a lot of ideas, basically. So what I see as the biggest problem, actually, is that, well, biggest problem. Also, like, not necessarily a problem, but like a biggest thing, right? Is that some things are very, very dangerous, and they are also like early game areas. So when you're designing a video game, sometimes you have to like bend reality a little bit in order to get a pleasant gameplay experience. So a very good example of this is, well, we actually already have some aloe vera gel anyways, so I'm gonna apply it. So yeah, while I was talking about the random stuff, I made this leaf. I guess we're gonna like finish it now. I mean, what else are we gonna do? Very choppy discussion here, but like the notion that the starting area of the game should be like a tutorial, quote unquote tutorial area where players should be feel safe to like explore and try out different options. So it's okay to lock dangerous options down, right? So okay, shipwreck, you have to explore rocks quite a bit to find it, and maybe a little bit fine tuning there will be enough. But a palm tree is just a horrible thing, right? I mean, it's exciting thing. You can like, you can climb it. And let's grab some tubers here. So we're gonna make some proper food tonight. You can climb it and you can get some coconuts, and coconuts are amazing. We got 4 yams from that, so that's really, really nice. Okay, let's go inside and start the fire. We also have to rebuild the axe. We have a lot of job tonight to do, but that's okay. How's our loneliness? No existence, so that's good. Okay, well, we have a lot of food now. Where do we even start? I don't know. I'm gonna start with the seagull because that thing is about to be broken. Where is my seagull anyway? Oh, seagull, sea eagle, cuckoo, where are you? I placed it somewhere, I forgot. So yeah, a good start would be prevent players from climbing a palm tree, right? That's not fun though. That's not fun. Like if you prevent the player from like climbing a palm tree, you take agency away from the player. And he's like, but what if I want to climb a palm tree, right? So how do we solve it? Well, oh, I think I saw a seagull. I need to like reduce the number of items here or start using some filters or both. Also, we're gonna need to start a fire. There we go. Can we even make jungle chicken? Yeah, we don't have any lemongrass. We should plant some lemongrass. What else can we make us with a seagull? Turns out there's not much you can do with a seagull, but I hate wasting food, so we're gonna cut it down. And this is gonna be my first meal tonight. Oops. So, I did a lot of thinking. So how do you prevent people from climbing a palm tree without preventing people to climb a palm tree? So, first of all, you can like not do anything, right? So you can just be informative. So instead of players needing meta knowledge to do well, you can give them proper knowledge to do well. You achieve that by like giving like hints and stuff. So like when you click on an action, like when you click on an item, for example here, I should sharpen it with a stone before I can use it again. Great. What if I click on a palm tree? What if it would tell me this thing is really tall and dangerous? If I tried to climb it, I might break my leg. So that would be a step in the right direction. But maybe let's go to the cliffs here. We do have the cliffs, right? But maybe like here, this percentage that says % chance to succeed. It would be really cool if it would also tell you the % chance to fail. Now, the problem is that that reduces immersion even more. Already having the % chance to claim is like a compromise. And going more in that direction will like hinge on the vision that developers have. So that's the problem, right? We are trying to find something here that will like both satisfy the developer's vision and make the players happy, because these are both things that developers want, right? And we all want as well. Happy developers, happy players, happy players, happy developers, right? It's a synergy. Remember that. Okay, so that's the first idea. Just give more information. It's kind of a basic idea, and I don't know how useful it would be anyway. Then we got on to the next idea. Confidence. What's confidence? Well, it's a new stat. Oh no! Neo, you want to add more stats to the game? Well, not me. I'm just suggesting it, and developers will add it. Putting like, you know, washing my hands like Pontius Pilatus, right? So, yeah, let's just put all the responsibility on the players. So, I propose a new stat called confidence. Similar to courage, like confidence or courage. Like it can be just be courage, right? But basically, it's like courage modified by a confidence thing. So basically, if I want to climb a rock, my player should refuse to do it unless he's good at it or very, very drunk, right? So I would say that when deciding, when the character decides, for example, we already have some things that the character straight up refuses to do. So that's not immersion breaking, that's realistic. For example, like sewing a wound or cleaning a wound with the salt water, unless you have enough courage, you cannot do it. So I would like to build up on this system. No, I would like to suggest to developers to build up on this system. To like also include it for climbing, diving, and fighting animals. So how would it work? It would work that it would take your skill in account, and if your skill is high enough, then you will be confident to do the task. So for example, if your climbing skill is high enough, you would be able to climb a palm tree. If your climbing skill is not high enough, then you would not be able to climb a palm tree. Also, let's make some proper food. Let's see. We usually eat fish and chips, right? So for that, we're gonna need to boil some yams. So let's get on that. So let's see. But also, not to be like too limiting in this, my like extra suggestion would be to there we go. Also, we're not gonna cheat here. We're just gonna make 2 portions normally. I don't know if the developers already saw the post or not, but let's grab a couple of empty ones. There we go. Where are my 50 ones? 50 ones? Oh, there's my 51. You know what? There we go. This took way longer than I was hoping it will. Right, so confidence. But just to not make it very one-dimensional, so that the player can only climb when they have proper skill for it, let's add courage to it. And now this thing becomes amazing, right? So basically, you want to climb a palm tree? Okay, get good at it, or get really, really drunk, or get high on kava, or I don't know, if you're in a lot of pain for whatever reason, like you're super hungry, and that causes like pain and distress to you, then you can go, you're desperate. So for example, climbing a palm tree, I would probably include like kava, wine, pain, climbing skill, and hunger. If you're like starving, maybe allow the player to climb it so it gets the coconuts, right? So yeah, you should either be skilled enough or desperate enough to do it. And I think that would be interesting. So if you want to climb a palm tree without proper skill, well, get high or drunk and do it. So that way you leave the agency to the players, but they have to go through multiple steps in order to do it. And I think that would work really good. Of course, it would be complicated to implement, so that's something to keep in mind, but I think it's fair. Okay, we got some boiled yams, so now we can make some fish and chips. So we're gonna need some salt, we're gonna need some fish, that's no problem. There we go, and we're gonna need some salt. There, we're gonna eat like a king here. Okay, but let's not stop there, I have more ideas, right? So obviously this one, Obviously not everyone's gonna like all the ideas, right? Some players might be like, okay, that's like nice, that's gonna prevent new players from climbing a palm tree, but still like the requirements are too high, so it's gonna be a while before we can climb a palm tree. It's not very fun, blah blah blah. Okay, that's fine. I have a new suggestion, right? Let's make the actions safer, right? So there's a lot of ways you can make palm tree climbing safer. Like what I would do, like if I would be climbing a palm tree and I was afraid that something bad would happen, I would drag I would find all the palm fronds on the beach and I would drag them below the tree. I would like make this whole buffer thing that we can land on, right? Whole bunch of leaves. Just put a whole bunch of leaves beneath it. Like it could be like an action that takes 30 to 60 minutes and it would make climbing a palm tree safer. Right? So for example, like having enough leaves would guarantee that you do not break a leg, or at least reduce it to such a low number. Yeah, I know I'm gonna break it anyway. It's just my luck. But at least it would help with that, right? That's one idea. Another idea is, I don't know, maybe you can like do like a prepare climb, right? You would climb it, but like safely and not very high, and you would try to figure out where are good ways to stand, stuff like that. Maybe tie down some rope. So it would be like an action, prepare yourself for climbing. It would like take like 30 minutes or 1 hour. It would require some materials maybe, and would make the next climb safer. Or it would make it safer to climb this particular palm tree until you successfully climb it. So that's another idea. So yeah, three ideas. Give more information to player, make it possible to make the climbing more safe, or introduce a confidence parameter. You can also combine all three. That would work. Like having palm leaves below could like give you confidence as well. So I think that would be nice. Boars. Well, boars are problematic, right? So boars are needed in order to like okay, we are missing a cooking pot. Boards are like needed because you need leather, and they give some nice fat, and they give a lot of meat and stuff. All in all, boars are like a really nice and tempting creature to hunt and kill. Problem is, boars are one of the more deadlier animals as well. They can give you like very heavy laceration, takes a lot of time to heal. It's gonna take a lot of calories out of your body, and yeah, generally, the best advice I can give to new players is don't fight the boars, right? Problem is, that's meta information. Like, they come to the forum and they're like, oh no, I got ripped apart by a boar, I died, this game sucks. And then I come and I tell them, just don't fight the boars. That's not fun, you know? Like, that's not fun. People want to fight the boar. And yeah, me telling them just adds salt to the injury. But what I say is true, and hopefully that helps some people out. But then we can soften up this thing. We can say, okay, don't fight the boar until you have all the things you need ready. So like a sewing kit, some kava, maybe like a tourniquet, a bandage, stuff like that, right? I'm very, very hot though. But I do have all on, so I would really not like to go and wash myself right now. So I'm not gonna. We're gonna have a full night of sleep tonight though. So I'm gonna continue making some more fish and chips. Also, I want to make this axe, but for now, since we have all the things burning and stuff, we should probably like make some more oil as well, now that I think about it. We're eating like a king now, yeah. So let's see, coconut milk, right? Well, oh, that was not good. Let's cook it inside the pot. Now, problem is, all my oil is inside there. There we go. I'm gonna run out of pots though, I can already see it. We already have a lot of oil actually. Well, let's make some more, because why not? Okay, let's see. So let's cook up some more yams. Good. There we go. So yeah, you can go that route. But also, again, for a new player, how to make the environment safest as possible. So at this point, I came to an idea that maybe we just make the starting region safe. So like a beach, rocks, and jungle and wetlands. If these areas are safe, the players can complete the game in slow but safe way and learn the game, learn its mechanics by just staying in these areas, right? So if you make shipwreck a little bit safer, or at least give the more information how dangerous it is, if you somehow like make palm trees safer, then only the boars remain the problems. Well, boars are easily solved, just move them to deep jungle, right? Crazy, you know? Pooh! Like when boars were introduced, like they were all over the wetlands and the jungle. Well, it was called deep jungle back then. But there was nowhere else to put it because there was no other areas in the game. But now we have deep jungle, proper deep jungle, which is way beyond wetlands. So if you move the boars there, well, it's gonna hard to get hurt by them unless you go into the deep jungle. And well, deep jungle sounds like trouble, so that makes sense, right? So I would make it so that the boar still comes to wetlands and the jungle, and you can still trap them there. But they would not consider this as their territory and they would not defend it. So the player would not get like approached by a boar in these areas, and he would not have a chance to fight it with a spear. So player could still go into the deep jungle and find and hunt boars if they want to, but at that point they are making like a decision by themselves to actually do it. It's really hard to manage my hand right now. And yeah, I'm like really curious, like how will people react to these ideas? There's obviously more. Where's my milk? I did a whole write-up and obviously like just talking about here while trying to desperately do something useful inside the video. It's a little bit hard, but still tried my best, right? Okay, 1 hour, 2 hours, right? We need to do something for 1 hour. I think the best thing to do is like get some more fibers actually. There we go, some more boiled yams. Okay, and let's see. I'm really overheating, but I don't want to lose my aloe vera, so I'm feeling like just going to the beach, grabbing a fish there and coming back. By that time this will be done and I can make like another thing. Okay, sure. There we go. How is the other aloe vera? It's really good. Also need to like repair the axe. I'm also sleepy, but just a quick trip to the beach, right? What can possibly go wrong? So yeah, there's a whole post on the forums, like investigating different ways to like solve the thing. And I would be very, very happy if people go there and comment or comment in this video. What do you think? What would make like the game more pleasurable to play? How do we solve the game needs a lot of meta information to like succeed? So yeah, 3 approaches. One of them is to give the information to the players, breaking immersion. Another one is like stopping players from doing the most dangerous action unless they are drunk, very confident, have very high skill in it, or do some preparation action before that, which makes it safer. Or the third things, just remove all the dangerous things deeper into the island. So to mangroves, grasslands, deep jungle, stuff like that, right? Make the beach, rocks, jungle, outskirts, jungle, and sparse jungle, I would call it, and wetlands safer to be. So yeah, and well, in order for this whole thing to actually function properly, game should give you information that the other areas are dangerous. Like, and also I have 2 ideas here. One of them would be like to slow down the player in exploring them or going into them. Like maybe you need to build a bridge, or maybe you need to cut down some foliage, something that takes a significant amount of time so the player knows, okay, this is hard to reach. Plus, when you find the location and like let's say you click on the location, like deep jungle, this should take you deeper into the jungle. Then maybe like in bold, I don't know. I think I saw a couple of very large boars going around in there. It's probably a very dangerous area. I don't know, something something not too immersion breaking that would give the player information, hey, this area is dangerous. So if you go there, you're asking for trouble. And that's no longer meta knowledge because you get it in your first run, right? If you define the meta knowledge by knowledge you have from previous runs, other players, or somehow outside the game. We can also add it all to the journal, but I think like journal is like a gray zone. You can consider journal a meta knowledge, like sort of a tutorial you do. So maybe the information should definitely be in here, but the game should be like mostly doable without that. Like there should be like hints and clues that if the player thinks long enough and hard enough, they should figure it out, in my opinion, anyway. Anyhow, let's make another. We are really eating good here. Another fish and chips. The only thing I'm really lacking is more pots at this point, I think. There we go. And I think it's time to finally make the cooler as well, right? There we go. And we need some more wood. We have a 5% axe. Yeah, I think it's time to finally make the proper axe. So, gonna go and make a copper one. There we go. We're gonna need some wood for it. Whoops. That was really, really bad. Hello there, axe. You're gonna save me now. There we go. How's my morale? That's pretty good, actually. Just keep going, I guess. Okay, let's build this thing. There we go. Now, it's probably not the safest thing to, like, be around with only one, like, axe, so... Okay. Oh, we got another cooking pot. We can make another one. Yay. Fish and chips for all everyday needs. Do we have another fish? We do. We actually have a lot of fish. I don't think we're gonna be able to turn all of these fish into fish and chips. So I could like salt some of them. We'll see. We'll see. Let's salt like 2. I can easily catch some more as well, so it's not really a big deal, but you know. Also, salting fish gives you fish scraps, which is interesting. Kind of like that. Only 1 though. No, I think that depends on the size of the fish, right? The blue ones only give you 1 and the red ones give you 2, right? Okay. Okay, we got 1 more fish. We got some yams, which are spawning really slowly, by the way, so that's gonna be wonderful. Okay, let's see, we're cooking that. Good, let's go grab some more wood here. So yeah, let me know what you think about the idea. I'm like really, really curious, and there's some people in Steam forums like complaining openly, and it's very hard for me to say like how many people are actually having problems with this, because this might not even be a problem. Like maybe some people enjoy the meta knowledge. I mean, I know I do. Like I'm happy when I can learn something and improve my further runs. I was, however, happy enough that I played the game when it was still very simple and easy. So I was able to win on my first run. Well, my first run I cheated, so I don't count it. I stopped it after a day. Basically, my first run ever, all I did for like 5 minutes is I was hitting coconuts with stones. It took no time, so I was able to get coconuts that way. And then it was fixed. And then I was like, okay, I don't want to continue this run. I'm going to make a new one. So basically that doesn't count. I didn't lose or anything, but I also didn't win. So my second run, basically I didn't cheat. And I won. But back then it was easy. Like you could make something called a coconut flask. And you would use the coconut flask. Okay, this heat is killing me, but I'm not going to beach again. And this coconut flask could be used to like store... Okay, we need the curd skin. I believe we have some in the cave. The coconut flask could be used to store water. Right, so you would like empty the coconut, make a hole, empty it, and you would put a cord on it, and then you would carry it around, and it worked like a canteen, really. and it was a little bit overpowered, right? You could make a whole bunch of coconut flasks. You would get a very easy accessible, and I spent like 30 or 40 days at the beach. I had like, I don't know, 30 or 40 coconut flasks. When the rain would fall, I would get so much water, it was like impossible to die from hydration. And there was no camp fever, and there were some other stuff which could easily kill you. So it was a fairly safe way to play. And I'm very hot, so you know what? Let's just wash here. I mean, this aloe will spoil anyway, so. And yeah, it was pretty easy to win. I have no idea why I came here. Okay, crit skin. So yeah, but in that run, I won by just clicking on the raft. There was no sailing either, right? So I played like a mini card survival tropical island with way less features, and it was way more manageable. But during that run, I learned a lot of things. And I was able to use that knowledge in my next run. So slowly I progressed further and further ahead. While now, a new player has to deal with so many things, like storms. Like, you start playing a game, you are like all nice and chill on the beach, and day 8, then the storm hits. By the way, I still did not get a day 8 storm myself, but the developers confirmed that's quite a possibility. Okay, we got a shield now, so we'll be a little bit more brazen fighting the animals. By the way, this is something I like this shield thing. It's kind of hard to make, and but once you have it, it's gonna make you safer fighting. And this is kind of a preparation which I said, enjoy. But we need something like this for climbing palm trees as well. And the ropes kind of sucks, so, and it's too easy to make. Maybe we need some kind of like, how should I call it? Advanced rope. Like climbing rope. Like rope which has some extra things on it. Maybe lengthy rope. Like rope which you need like 3 or 4 ropes combined, and maybe some sticks in it, like to make a primitive ladder, something like that. But this is wonderful. The shield, I love it. Oh, by the way, do we have a... we have the loom. Okay, that's good. Without loom, it would be nasty time. So I guess we didn't sleep in a while, huh? I didn't sleep in a while. We're gonna have a nice long sleep tonight. Let's talk with our friend. We didn't do it in a while. Let's do some drumming. There we go. We're not really good at playing that, aren't we? Are we? Okay, I would like to also plant some more. What are we even planting? So let's see. I'm gonna need some water here. Actually, it would be better if you grab some bad water from the cave. But yeah, people playing these days, they get like sucker punched by like new mechanics that they don't know how to deal with. I guess it's very demoralizing if like you play and then on day 8 you get a storm and you get destroyed and you're like, what the heck, right? And the thing is, storms are pretty rare, so you will get it like once in 20 playthroughs on day 8. Like, it's so rare. You have a lot of fish and chips. And it's really not a big deal, but it can be discouraging to new players, so I totally understand that. And maybe, when we are already talking about the storms, maybe disable the storms for first 30 days, right? I mean, why? Why would you do that? Yeah, right? So I would make the storms like... In practice, they're already disabled because they're so rare that's not gonna happen. But if you have 200 or 300 people playing your game, then somebody's gonna get stormed, and then he's gonna post on the forums, and you'll be like, yeah, okay, that sucks, right? So maybe storms can stay, but still. When it happens to me, oh, I'm gonna be pissed. I'll be like, okay, unlucky Neo hits again. We got another storm, of course we did. Like, we fail a palm tree climb at like 80% climbing success and break a leg, you know, like those kind of things happen to me. But I also play a lot, so it's like unavoidable for me to like get one of those things happening sooner or later. Okay, so that thing's done. I'll wait a little bit before planting though. I also want to work a little bit more on comfort. So we're going to be working on like wood cutting here and stuff. So in the next episode, I don't have to like take care about food too much. Like, we have a lot of food now. So I don't have to go to the beach either to fish. Like, we have 3 fish and chips to eat. So it's going to be nice. Okay, let's see though. Let's see. let's eat one of these. There we go. And I don't know, do we have another yam ready to go? Actually, no. This fish will probably not spoil until tomorrow though, right? Yeah, famous last words. I could also make a clay pot cooler so just the food and stuff lasts longer, but well, my theory is like if your food is spoiling, then well, why are you not just eating it? Why do you have so much food? So okay. But sometimes you would like to have some extra food. Problem is clay pot cooler slows down the decay by 25%, so it sucks. Okay, let's see. No, that's fine. Yeah, let's go finally go to sleep. 8 hours sleep. I wonder how much will that fill it up. Well, actually, it looks like that's exactly what we needed. Let's talk with my friend. Let's get nice and hydrated. There we go. How are we doing with oil? Let's combine these oils together. Seems like we still have plenty of oil. Good. Let's see. Let's play some drums and then we're gonna wrap this one up. There we go. But yeah, life is good here. My morale went down a little bit. I guess mostly because I was like devoid of sleep for such a long time. But now it should start going up again. Maybe after I put something in my mouth and stuff. We should definitely like prepare this fish into another fish and chips. And then yeah, we're gonna be fine for a day or two. So we're gonna do some planting, we're gonna be doing some woodworking. It's gonna be fun next episode as well. But yeah, let me know what you think about this kind of episodes where I discuss things, play a little bit slower. Yeah, just try to suggest some things, and you can also let me know down in the comments what you think about these ideas. What's your favorite idea how to solve the whole you need meta knowledge to win the game, and how would you solve it, or what kind of would you combine my ideas, or maybe everything's just fine. Maybe the game is really good, maybe it should be challenging, maybe it should be wondrous, and maybe it should like surprise you here and there, and you know, not give you all the information up front. Maybe this is sort of a meta game. That's definitely something the developers said at some point. They said like, it's totally fine to die, and then you use that knowledge next time to do better. That's meta, right? So yeah, I guess we would need to know like how many people actually don't like meta knowledge and how many do. So that would also help. But in any case, suggestion is there, so if people want to support it, they can paint a picture on the forums about it. And yeah, in the meantime, we're gonna be continuing to enjoy this wonderful game, because with all its small flaws, it's actually an amazing game, and I would like to thank the developers for keeping it up with development. There will be no update this week because one of the developers is struggling with some personal close person not being too well. So yeah, I wish them all the best to fix that, and as some of the people already said on the forums, they have their full support. So we were having updates every 2 weeks for a while now. We got a little bit spoiled, but we're gonna have the next one next week, which is okay. And yeah, game's already pretty amazing. If it released at this date, I think it will be one of the, you know, like top early access successes as long as like polish is concerned. Now for the game itself, some people might like the core gameplay loop, some might say it's like a little bit too hard and punishing, some like me would like even say it's maybe a little bit too easy. But I know a lot and I have a lot of experience, and right now in my other run, the collaboration with FenrisLycaon, I'm actually struggling to get out of the realization. So but that's another separate topic, and I already made a lot of posts about that, and I'm not gonna talk about it today because then the video will take 1 hour and it's almost already that long anyway. So yeah, hopefully you like this little bit jibber jabber here, and yeah, if you did, if you're enjoying my work, make sure to like and subscribe, check out my other stuff, check out the collab between me and FenrisLycaon. It's been quite a journey. It's been quite a journey indeed. In the meantime, I wish you all to have a wonderful day, do something nice. I'll thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. The Numer signing out. Bye bye.